Well, good afternoon, everybody. This is John from Schuylkill Haven, Pennsylvania, aka John I Fly. This is going to be a short rant today. It's a beautiful day out, a little hot though, but I just wanted to share some things with you, some thoughts. Main thing I've entitled this is gun violence, topping the list. I have some statistics here from what I saw today on CNN, and I think MSNBC had it also. There's 254 year-to-date that were shot so far, and out of those, or I should say, the other statistic is there was 287 killed so far this year. That's the recent statistics I have. So you would think that the politicians and everybody would take this seriously, but we have a federal district judge out in California, Judge Roger Benitez, I believe his name is Benitez. He decides that, oh well, AR-15s, they're just like a Swiss knife, Swiss Army knife. We really don't need that ban. And I believe it was a ban that was for over 32 years. He overturns it just like that. Yeah, AR-15s, they're just like a regular rifle, shotgun, whatever. They're not bad. Where the hell do they get these judges is all I can say. He says that it fits in with the right to bear arms, the Second Amendment. Now listen, people, I think all of us have common sense realize that AR-15s are a weapon of war. It's not for target practicing. I mean, it's for killing people, and it's to kill as many as possible. So, the State Attorney General of California is already appealing it, and I hope he wins, because it's definitely not common sense on the judge's part. So, it was an amazing reaction, too, by a guy by the name of Fred Gutenberg. For those who don't know who he is, he's the father of a Parkland shooting victim, his own daughter, Jamie Gutenberg. And what he said when he heard the judge's ruling is, he said, if the shooter had a Swiss Army knife, I mean, after all, the judge is equating an AR-15 with a Swiss Army knife. Well, he said if the shooter had a Swiss Army knife, his daughter would still be alive today, and quite a few of the other victims. So it goes to show you, no, it's not like a Swiss Army knife. It cuts people to ribbons. They say it's horrible, it's gory. It's a weapon of war. It should never be owned by anybody in this country. That's my opinion, but I believe it bears repeating. We've seen the results. The Las Vegas shooting comes to mind. It was horrible, horrible. So the Congress needs to get gun rights legislation, anti-gun, I should say. We need regulations. It's one thing to own a gun. They're not going to take your gun rights away, but to own a gun of mass destruction, no, we don't need that. The other issue of the day is voting rights. They're under assault, people. I'm looking at this here. It says there's risk for the Republicans and the democracy. What's going on out in Arizona is a good example. Now, the very fact that they're recounting votes, they're casting doubt on the voting system that we have. And it could cause lasting damage to the political system. Of course it could. And also, it's based on Donald Trump's lie that the election was rigged. No, 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 it wasn't rigged. But he's got a mental problem as far as I'm concerned. But his base, oh, yes, sir, I guess you're right. Yeah. But the thing is, it could backfire on the Republicans. It could cost the state elections, the statewide elections in 2022 in Arizona by driving people away from the party. I know they interviewed one of the gentlemen that was a Republican, and he came right out and told the reporter, no, no, no. He says, I don't believe this. He says, it's a lie that Trump's pushing. And I'm sure there's more than just one person, so guaranteed you have enough of those people. It's going to make the Republican Party look like dopes, which they are, and they're not going to win the election. So, you know, let's just hope that that's what happens, that enough of them fall for the lie, and enough people who have common sense in their head will pull away from the Republican Party and stand up for some Democrats for a change. Senator Joe Manchin's another one. He's against the For the People Act. He feels it's partisan. He thinks we should have bipartisanship. Well, unfortunately, I don't think we see bipartisanship at all, especially on the Republican side of the aisle. So anyway, so as he stressed the need for bipartisan efforts, we risk further dividing and destroying the republic we swore to protect and defend as elected officials. Well, I think it's, you know, we're still waiting on what could happen. But anyway, I got to cut this short because this is all the time I have on my phone. So listen, subscribe, like, share, and I hope to hear from you soon. Please remember to comment also in the comments section. Have a great day, and I'll talk to you